All right, weekend sports betting tips on the Barroom Network. With me, as always, Anthony, poundandsports.com, Mr. Sean Higgs from Winning Free Picks, which will follow this show immediately on Picks and Parlays YouTube and Winning Free Picks, Sean's YouTube channel. Head over there after this show if you're not getting your turkey in the oven or if you're waiting for it to cook.
Better be in the oven.
John
Happy
looks like
thanks.
he just woke up from it. He's got a hangover and everything.
Yeah, I haven't. Be honest, I haven't
honest.
showered in a couple days.
Got a hangover. Heavy drinking.
I'm still wearing the same clothes I was wearing on Tuesday, I think. I know.
Oh, goodness.
I haven't had time, man. I tell you, I got a pinched nerve in my back. It's causing me severe pain all of a sudden. And I just, I can't sleep. I'm trying to sleep, all that stuff. But happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Welcome to the show. You guys got big plans for Thanksgiving real quick? We always talk food.
I'm just cooking a lot and just me and one other person.
Right. Anthony told me he puts his turkey in a bag, which is really cool. I want to try that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the oven bag and keep it nice and juicy. Take it out for the last half hour. Get that skin crispy.
What's it, like a Cornish hen? My turkey's 22 pounds.
Yeah, mine's 18. How big's your turkey?
22.
20 pounds.
20 pounds. Wow.
20 pounder for two people?
Yeah, hell yeah. Why not?
10 pounds each.
Well, it's just me. I mean, hell, why not? I got leftovers.
I love turkey sandwiches for the next week. I'm in heaven. Give me some stuffing, all that stuff.
I think the average 20-pound bird gives you about 10 pounds of meat.
Yeah.
You to bone and take all that out.
Stuffing or dressing?
Stuffing,
right?
Hold on, wait. Hold on. What are you talking about? Stuffing or dressing?
What do you call it? Do you call it stuffing or dressing?
Who the hell calls it dressing?
I don't know. I don't.
I sure as hell don't.
I've never
heard stuffing on the side.
Right.
I don't stuff the turkey.
Potatoes. I got green bean casserole. Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Down.
Oh man, I like it. Up, yeah.
I just don't like to make it. Else make.
It's the easiest one to make though.
Crapper roll.
Yeah.
I'd rather stuff the damn turkey than make a damn green bean casserole. I don't know.
All right. Let's get right to it. College football today, 6:30. Mississippi State. The Egg Bowl. Mississippi, Jackson Dart, questionable. I don't think he's playing, but their backup, probably one of the best backups in college football, Spencer Sanders. So it doesn't make a difference for me. Mississippi offense should still roll. Mississippi State, no offense, no defense. 10.5 is the number, over under 54.5. I'm on the over. Both these teams play at a fast pace. I think we could get there pretty easy. Sean, what are you thinking?
I grabbed the points here. What am I getting? I got a 12 when it opened.
Mississippi State plus 12.
Yeah, I know it's come down.
As
bad as they are in a rivalry game like this, they're home on top of it. It's the Egg Bowl, but it's their Super Bowl. It always, in a spot like this, I could get some points with a team having a bad year versus a rival. I'll grab them. It is what it is. You don't have to. Just because it's the only game. Well, actually, it's not the only game at night now because we got that third NFL game. But I know people just want to run to bet it because it's on TV. You really don't have to.
It's gonna be the square book, just like the Niners. I'm right there with Mississippi State. Every year I'm on Ole Miss, and I'm telling you, Mississippi State just plays out of their mind in this game.
Yeah, they just play tough.
Yeah.
Yep. Mississippi State won last year, 24-22 in Oxford. Year before was Ole Miss at Mississippi State, 31-21. Mississippi State 3-8-0 against the spread. Miss covering this year 6-4-1 against the spread. Both these teams, Mississippi State 6-4-1 to the over and 5-6 to Ole Miss. Ole Miss games, they set the total so high. I think this total's lower than you usually see, like a 60-62 total for an Ole Miss game. So 54.5, and the pace of play for both of these teams, possession-wise, goes towards the over for me. Any final thoughts, total side, Anthony?
I'm with Mississippi State and definitely lean the over. It's going to be a back-and-forth battle. Every year, if anybody that watches every year, it's a battle. No matter how bad a team is, how good of a team is. Ole Miss is by far the better team, but Mississippi State covers tonight.
Yeah, the last 3 games were totals of 63, 65, and 71. So, I mean, they expect a lot of points. They hadn't gotten there the last 3 years.
And both teams gave up their good share of points.
Yeah.
If you really want to bet this game, I would just go straight to the over. Forget about the side because they're going to score regardless.
You know what, though? I see this 54, and you look at some of the scores here from this. I mean, their totals are 61, 58, 51, 63, 50. Kind of higher. Then you see numbers in the 40s for.
And weather's not an issue. I already looked at
Mississippi State. I'm just taking the points. I'm not going to dive into something. I don't, it didn't jump at the gate. I'm not going to just come in and be like, oh, let's take this today because it's Thanksgiving.
I would, out of everything in this game, I would just lean the over.
All right, Robbie. Happy Thanksgiving to you, my friends. Good Barroom.
I got my Bucky's Thanksgiving shirt on.
Let's head out west. A little Pac-12 matchup here.
Hold on, timeout. Let's go back to last week. Who had Washington versus Oregon State? It was a straight fade. Crap, Clemson quarterback. Ukulele.
Right. Sean and I were on Oregon State.
I just wanted to put that dude.
I had Oregon State.
Corvallis.
Whatever. Barely got there. Come on. I mean, like, never in doubter.
W, never in doubt.
Here we go. So I guess you like Oregon today.
The winner of this game gets the platypus trophy. So a lot at stake, Sean.
What was that? Barry the platypus? Was that
something like that? Oregon minus 13.5 at home. Bo Nix and company, total 61.5. Thoughts?
I like Oregon State. Cover the point.
Just the 13.5. A lot of points.
Too many points.
Yeah, I agree.
Now he likes DJ Ukulele.
Hey, I didn't say that. I never said that. Just like you said last week, you got to know when to be on and off a team. Last week was a pure fade of the quarterback in a big game like that. This week, I'm just going to cover points. Oregon will probably win, but 7, 10 points, maybe 13. Who knows? These books, I mean, the number's sharp. Hopefully they don't win by 14. I
got to take the points here in this rivalry. I mean, Oregon's a good team this year too. Oregon State's a good team also. They're 13.5, way too many points. And man, now this is the game. The next game is the game everyone wants to watch. Number 2 versus number 3 teams in the country.
What did you like, Sean?
Tooch doesn't care.
Oh, sorry. All right, Sean. I thought you said the point. You're taking the points with Oregon State.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
I'm laying with Oregon. I'm laying actually 14 with
okay. Wow.
These guys. This is their. I know Oregon State. This is their big Super Bowl, right? Big rivalry game.
Yep.
Any other spot, I look at that and I'd say, okay, I'll take the points. Especially at 13.5 because you just have to win by 14. That being said, though, you're off the Washington game, which is a kind of tougher battle, right? Right there. Tough way to come in. They're in a win off anybody. They're in a loss off anybody else. Not against an undefeated team. I just feel like back-to-back spots. You'll be up for a little bit, but I think Oregon, you got so much going on for Oregon. You got Heisman talk. You got Pac-12 title talk. You got rematch Washington. You got playoff talk. Time to make a stand, Oregon, before you head out to Big Ten country. So
10-1, Oregon 10-1, 6-0 at home. Oregon State 8-3. The 3-2 on the road though, against the spread. Oregon State 6-5, but Oregon 9-2 against the spread. Sean,
yeah, they're good.
I think it comes to is the Ukulele. How many turnovers does he have? If he doesn't turn the ball over, they cover. If he turns the ball over, Oregon could run away with this.
So I think Oregon has a passing game. Like that's what worries me. Oregon State is really fairly one-dimensional. Well, compared to Oregon State.
Yeah.
Oregon State does not throw the ball that much.
They are a grinded out type team.
Grind it out. Running down. Can Oregon shut down the run? Sean's on the
Bo Nix 35 touchdowns, State. 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
He's 78% completion percentage. 78% completion percentage.
He's also only a year younger than you, Sean.
Yeah. What I hate about the Pac-12, but they have the weakest defenses in the whole country. So say Bo Nix, I mean, he's going to be a top quarterback in the draft. Yeah. He's going to do squat in the NFL. But look at his college numbers. But look,
Well, I mean, come on. We could talk Big 12 quarterbacks too to do that too as well.
I didn't get there yet. I didn't get.
Well, we'll talk about the Big 12 quarterbacks.
We could talk about Big 10 quarterbacks like Josh Fields. How's that work out? Justin Fields, whoever. Justin Timberlake.
He looked good last game, man.
Good.
Oh, now you're back on the Bears. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Not back on the Bears, but the coaching staff lost that game. I mean,
clearly.
Justin
I think
Fields
I said in the chat here. I said
everything.
the Bears. You guys laughed at me when I said take the Bears.
You did say the Bears. Yeah.
Everybody was laughing.
No, the Bears.
To lose. I don't care how they lose. I just want them to lose. I had the Bears plus 5.5 first half, like I said on the show last week, because the coaching staff was gonna blow it in the second half, just like
it worked out. It worked out exactly as I said. Bears in a close game. Packers win. Lions were out today.
Yeah.
T. Paco says, "What the fuck am I supposed to do? Root for the Packers today?"
No, root for the Lions. Screw
yeah. I mean, I
just can't see the Packers scoring enough. They can't score.
Anthony, I have a 3-team 10-point teaser minus 120. Packers plus 18. Cowboys minus 3.5 and minus 2.5, and 49ers plus
3.
So yeah,
you could have had Dallas plus a point there because that line opened at 9.
Yeah.
Regardless, they don't win by a field goal. I'd be shocked.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I won't be shocked if they lose outright today. Honestly, as a Cowboys fan,
they're not losing to Washington. But that's the same thing I said about Washington and the Giants. Don't remind me. Don't remind me. That was my wonder of the weekend last week.
Justin Fields, I said this, Sean. Justin Fields played enough to prove that the coaching staff needs to now prove that they deserve to coach Justin Fields, because this coaching staff is not good this year, man. They have won back-to-back games. They're 0-9 against the division. They had never beat a team with a winning record. So for me, it's like Fields is more safe than the coaching staff. Bottom line.
Everybody on the team is safer than the coaching staff. I mean,
I hope so. I'm glad to hear that.
That's a great question in media. Is Fields playing today? He's not going to play, but he's doubtful. We'll just list him out. Oh, no, he's doubtful.
So they blew a 12-point lead in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes and 15 seconds left, Sean. Had that game wrapped up. After the game, the coach said, the disappointment was the finish.
Yeah.
Shit.
Let's throw a Hail Mary.
Pretty fucking disappointing, man.
Thank you for that diagnosis.
Let's throw a Hail Mary on 3rd and 3 instead of like a slant or a screenplay or whatever.
Oh, my God.
Something. Throw a Hail Mary with receivers that can't catch outside of DJ Moore.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on the Bears.
Big game Saturday. This game's 11 Eastern, right? 11:30 Eastern.
Yep.
High noon, I think. It's high noon kickoff.
High noon for Sean and I, Central. You don't want to miss
Eastern time, dude.
Yeah. Oh, noon Eastern. Okay.
Yeah.
So 1 o'clock Central.
It'd be 11 o'clock. It'd be 11 o'clock Central. But okay.
You got turkey on your mind, man.
Tooch.
12 Eastern, 11 Central. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said noon Eastern.
That's what we said.
Yeah, noon. Okay. So that'd be 11 here.
I'm going the wrong way.
Tooch, you all right over there? Tooch is thinking about candied yams and.
I got a tramadol. I took a prednisone too, just to get rid of some of his back pain. So yeah, a little cloudy. Right. Ohio State, Michigan, man. Michigan minus 3.5. I initially wanted to take. I like Ohio State, but yeah, going into Ann Arbor, you guys have been like hitting me over the head. Usually, I like the favorite, and then you look back at
Dude, like
they're favorites for a reason.
Mr. Shock.
And then you go back and look at the head-to-heads the last few years. Michigan has dominated this series the last 2 years, right, Sean?
They've crushed them the last 2 years.
They crushed them the last 2 years. Before that, it was all Ohio State crushing Michigan.
Yeah. But again, as much as we joke about the sign stealing, could this have something to do with it when you're putting up 45 23s and really destroying them? I don't know. I still like the under here. I'd still play the under based on, and I hate saying and just bringing it to like one kind of common denominator with like the Penn State game being the team. But you saw both of them kind of they did struggle. They weren't put up 35-40. It was a tough battle for both teams.
Yep.
We can throw Ohio State playing Notre Dame, another decent defense in that mix. I want to throw Rutgers into that mix because they kept those teams at 30 points, and Ohio State got 7 of it on a 95-yard touchdown interception return. So against two other kind of comparable defensive squads, why do I think this game will be a low-scoring game? I'll under, but I do like Michigan as well. I don't mind laying with Michigan here. And I think I said to you, I said the initial number on this last week was 6 with Michigan. So now it's I think a reopen around 4, 3.5, 4-ish. I don't know. I like the quarterback. I know he didn't have a bad game last week, but I could chalk up a team having a bad game before. We see that often with teams. Like, look at this, they look terrible.
Looking ahead to Ohio State,
you can throw a clunker out.
Traveling to Maryland.
He
doesn't have a lot of offensive weapons though in Michigan. Who's he throwing to? And
it's a spot we saw. The Washington. They came back off of the Oregon game and won 15-7 as a 30-point favorite home. I mean, you're going to have a clunker, right? It's very few and far between. You have those teams that just run it all 12 games, winning by 30-plus points. There's always some kind of dogfight in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I can't adjust. 6-3? No. I still like Michigan.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, and I like the under. I mean, look at the common opponents. Penn State both, they both played an under game versus Penn State.
I'm gonna go with the under. I think the over here. I think the under is just looks way too easy. These two teams, they battle. They're gonna be throwing the ball. They're gonna be playing some trick plays. I don't think we're gonna see that Penn State Michigan type game. I think the way these two, whoever wins this, it's gonna be. I mean, Ohio State could not stop the run of depending on.
If it's an over, man, I got to look at Ohio State then because Ohio State's got the much better offense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
for here, I think Harrison has a couple big plays. I mean, you're going to just see some big run plays by Michigan. McCarthy's. I mean, this type of game has underwritten all over it.
Yeah.
But that looks way too easy to see.
I know. When it looks easy,
it looks easy.
Like when it looks too easy.
Even that Penn State Michigan. Penn State is. I mean. You know what you're expecting out of those two. Penn State's not going to throw Hail Marys. Ohio State can. They got Harrison. Nobody in the country can guard Harrison. I don't care who you are. I mean, you just throw the ball right down the field. He's going to get it.
I mean, you might be right with this over here. I don't know. You see Ohio State 8-2 to the under this year. 51, 48, 44. They went over a 44. They scored 35 themselves. Yeah. Over a 64. They 63.
Both of these teams have good defenses.
It's just this particular game. They go all out. They open the book to the max. They will have fake punts. They will go for it on 4th and 3. They will not. It will not be a punting game. It's what
total. Last year's total was 57, 63.5 the year before. 53, 53. I mean, 45.
Yeah. That's because they are better defenses, but I really think.
Ohio State's defense was not as good last year as it is this year. It's so much more better this year. Much better.
I think there's more offensive weapons also on each side, though. And I don't know. I like the over in this one. I'm not. It's just a lean, but I can't take the under in this one. There's just too many offensive weapons.
And Sean, too, you're on the under still.
Yeah, I'm still on the under. I look at it like they're. Begging to
it's like the equalizer run under. Ohio State is just they can break the game open at any time.
All right, the Iron Bowl, Alabama at Auburn. And these games tend to be pretty close, man. And Coach Freeze he's beaten Saban before. Auburn, good defense, Sean. This year, 14.5 points. Alabama is playing at a very high level. Milroe playing at a very high level recently. It's on the road, hostile environment. Auburn is going to open up. They're going to have trick plays, everything to try and get.
100%.
I think Auburn keeps it, inside of 2 touchdowns.
I mean, last year, or not last year, 2 years ago in Auburn, it was an overtime game, 24-22 it says. Yep. Auburn last time, 48-45 in Auburn. They win 26-14 in Auburn. And they're coming off, you lose to New Mexico State by 20 at home, 21 as a 25-point fave.
They didn't take them serious, that's why.
Listen, you don't take them serious. You know what happens when you don't take a team serious? You turn into Alabama and you're down 20-3 at home, and then you win 34-20. That's what you do when you don't play serious for a half. That is in a nutshell this entire season for this crew. And I do another show. I do a show with Ross. And people, the Auburn fans come out. We like them again. We said, take Cal. There's no way Auburn could score points. And here comes the SEC Thunder comes raining down on us. Yeah, you won 14-10 in a game you shouldn't even have won. I mean, look at where's this offense coming from against Alabama is going to bring a defense.
Yep.
And the fact that I think they're kind of peaking along the right time here.
Yeah, they are.
Lose to Texas. You played whatever that South Florida game in a hurricane, and there's no quarterback. Whatever was going on in that kind of nonsense, and then slow out of the game versus Mississippi. Right, they're down 10-0 that game. Come back, win 24-10.
Yeah. Beat Tennessee by 14. Beat LSU by 14. Beat Kentucky by 28.
I'll lay it. I mean, I'm shocked this line's not 17. Maybe it's 14 because they're off a bad loss, and they're thinking it's a bounce back on a spot. I don't know. I can't. There's no way I'm looking to bet them as a home dog.
They lost 31-10 to New Mexico State last week.
Yeah.
I mean, still, this is the big rivalry for this is Auburn. I mean, if Auburn record they're 6-5. Are they bowl eligible if they lose this?
Yeah, 6-6. They'll be 6-6. They're SEC team in Auburn. They'll be in a bowl or some nonsense. I don't even know, some low level bowl.
Yep, Jet Puff Marshmallow Bowl.
This line was 14 in the summer. It reopened last week around 10, and then at break after Auburn laid an egg and went back to 14. So,
yep, inflated.
I'll still lay it. I don't care.
Inflated after that big punishing defeat from New Mexico State.
I'm still laying.
Alabama is playing at such a high level, but I something in the back of my head says we might keep it close within 2 touchdowns in Auburn. They have in the past.
Auburn
This is not a game I'm rushing to bet, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe
I don't have anything on this game. It's not on the sites or anything. So.
Alabama has jumped out in the first half against teams that might look at an Alabama first half.
There you go.
Minus 7.5, something like that. I think it is first half.
LSU first half, and LSU covered.
LSU covered against Alabama. Yep.
And then you halftime, you take the Bama second half line.
Okay. Any thoughts on the total before we move on to NFL?
Yeah.
Nothing on the side. Over, under. I lean under.
If you think Auburn's going to be in this, you got to go over. I mean, you think they're going to score, they're going to get in the 20s.
I think they keep it close in the first half. That's it.
Maybe a first half Auburn plus the points first half. I don't know. Yeah, okay. All right, no play for me. Packers Lions, man, coming up here in about an hour, right? Lions 7.5-point favorites. Didn't it open at 10?
No.
It's down.
It's 7.5 right now.
It's 7 the whole time.
It's 8.5 right now.
8.5 now.
8.5 now. So my bad.
Yeah.
That was a couple hours ago.
Yeah, no, it was 7.5 this morning when I entered the banner. So
it was 7.5 last night. I saw. I'm like, all right, let me see if the lines are moving. And they're
so Sean, are you a follow the steam guy or no?
No, that follows me because I have the lines -7. So, and I think I came in here last week. I said the Lions are going to play a close game to the Bears. The Packers are going to beat the Chargers. Take the Lions now because they're going to blow them out. And sure enough, it's gone from 7 to 8.5. So.
Yep. There you go. Okay.
My thought has not changed. It played out exactly how, and that's how you
opening line. You got -7.
Tooch made a good point earlier on the phone. If they didn't commit those turnovers, they would have blew out the Bears. 4 turnovers.
4 turnovers.
What the Bears got? What 10 points out of those turnovers?
Can't handicap turnovers, folks.
Yeah.
So
I don't.
Jared Goff is going to come out and
more reason to like the team.
Focused.
More reason to like the next game. It's like a baseball team come in like 5 hours a game. Like, oh my goodness.
They're like, we played like shit. Renewed focus. Come
on, short week versus the Packers. You know they hate the as much as it's the Bears and I know Bears Barroom. The Packers are their rival. They hate the Packers. You know they want to crush these guys. Ed Campbell wants to go over there and chew this dude's leg. I mean, the guy.
How do you like the Lions? I'm sorry, even as a Bears fan, I cannot not like the Lions. I mean, they have everything. I mean, the coach, everything. I mean, I'm back.
They built a good team right now with a good coach. Good coaches, I should say.
The public loves them today.
Good coaches. Public loves them today, minus 8.5.
I'll tell you what, they lose this one. Like somehow Packers pull a money line win, everybody's ruined. Everybody's bankrupt. All right, because they have this in. It's every teaser down to a pick 'em or -1 and money line parlays with the Niners to a pick 'em and Dallas tease it down. Oh my goodness.
Are you laying the points?
I just said I was. I told you on last week's show. I told you I was laying the points in this game
at 8.5. I mean,
yeah, I think they win by double digits.
Yeah, I mean, if you're taking 7, you might as well take 8.5. It's not that big.
Green Bay finally got over the 20-point mark again. That's I think the third time in since the first 2 games of the season. And I'll eat my crow on my Packers and Jordan Love. I thought they'd be better this year, but
let's take a look.
Arrowhead in week 1. We mean they haven't beaten anybody.
They beat the Chiefs. They're saying the Chiefs are bad. We could say the Chiefs aren't that great this year, but it's still a win. Sugar, who do you expect them to beat? They can only play who's on their schedule.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They beat the Chargers in Los Angeles. I'm sorry, that's still a quality win.
You got crushed by the Ravens, which makes sense. I think we said to take the Ravens in this spot. You're in a back-to-back road game, and you're playing the Ravens at home, and it's just a bad spot. And you got run out of the building. And you lost to Seattle in a spot where Seattle was coming off a home loss where they shouldn't have lost. So, you're in a shootout. The Packers do not score points.
No.
That was week 1. I mean, 21-20. That was a good game, man.
Sugar must be a Packer fan. Sorry that your Packers stink. And I like them this year. I said take them to win the North. I thought Jordan Love would be good. I thought the team would rally around him because they hated Aaron Rodgers. Well,
all that matters is they're getting W's. And I don't care who you play. You're getting W's. Make it to the playoffs, and it's a clean slate. Anybody can win from there.
Lions total here. Packers 47.5. Kind of like the over.
You got it.
I mean, I think
the Packers team total over. The problem is Green Bay. Green Bay has a defense, but they can't score 20. So,
yep.
Maybe versus Lions defense. They've been struggling the past few weeks. So, I mean, it's possible this week we could see a 38 to type 20s.
Yeah. I mean, they gave up 26 to the Bears, 38 to the Chargers.
My play in this game be
38 to Baltimore. I mean,
there's going to be turnovers every year.
Good game was the Raiders, and you almost lost that back door on a Monday night.
Yeah. I think I'll lean over
Niners
on
fan.
this one.
Sugar's a Niners fan.
Last year, this year was a 34-20 win, right? 34-20 win at Green Bay. So 54 points. That was the total was 45 closing line.
I mean, you want to say who the Lions beat? Who have the Niners beat? Who'd you beat? You lost to Cincy where Burrow was healthy. Who'd you beat? You want to say Dallas? I mean, is Dallas a good team? Now Dallas is a good team now since the Niners beat them?
Dallas is good, yeah.
I mean, who'd they beat? Pittsburgh? Kenny Pickett? Yeah, he's great. Who'd they beat? Jacksonville? Yeah, they're a really good team.
The Niners, we'll get to that Niners game.
Come on. Let's go next up, Dallas.
Total, what do you guys think, though, real quick? I'm on the over. Okay, all right. Commanders, Cowboys. Coming up today, 3:30. You got the Cowboys. Is it still minus 12.5? Go ahead and put this together. Is it 13?
13 and a half.
13 and a half. All right.
Yeah, he did it 2 hours ago. Look at this. This is all the lines from 2 hours ago. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now the public jumps in on the day of.
Yep.
I got the Commanders plus. I was hoping to get the Commanders plus 10. I got 9.5, and I got what? All 9.5s.
I entered these number less.
I got a 10 and a 9.5 on Washington. I was like, maybe I should hold out for a 10. Yeah, it's 13.5. I just killed myself 3 points.
Their defense is so bad. CeeDee Lamb is gonna have. I mean, he's gonna feast on these.
But as a Cowboy fan, I still got a coach that'll wet the bed here, and this game will be 34-28.
Mike McCarthy.
Terrible.
I mean, this is a huge rivalry. Commanders, they traded away 2 of their best defensive players, but the defense, it's bad, but they're still getting to the quarterback.
They still had a bad defense, and they're still getting to the quarterback.
Yep, they're still getting to the quarterback.
And why is this total come down? Are we thinking Dallas?
I know. That's what I asked Anthony too.
Dallas could score a special team. I like the over here
because I like the over
special
too.
Teams
Over's on my card.
Defensive touchdowns. They could do a lot of things here.
I like,
But
it's what's the total is different now. It's 47.5. It was
it's come
48
down
and a
a
half
point.
this morning.
So what do you think? This game's
48.
30-10?
I still like this. I still like it at
scoring.
the
This
over.
is a kitchen sink game. They're going to be like, you
Well,
know what? We just
they're
lost
gonna
Tommy
be-
DeVito.
You're going to get some quick touchdowns out of this game.
Yep.
It's gonna,
I'm telling you. I
Anthony,
said
the second quarter.
We're going to see
Cowboys second quarter.
flea flickers from Washington, double reverses, all types of crazy nonsense.
Yep.
That's why I think they're going to hang tough. I think, the 13.5, I'm going to take 13.5, especially up from 9. I liked it at 9.5. I'm going to like it at 13.5. Give me the dog.
Okay. Sean likes Commanders plus 13.5. I'm on the over 47.5. I think
I can't take a.
my bet.
But I can't take the 13 either side. I don't trust Washington, but I can't touch Dallas. I mean, they can go both ways.
How many points you think the Cowboys score, Sean, today?
I say 38.
I think their team. What's their team total?
30.5, and that's my play in this game.
Is it that high? No, it's not.
30.5.
30.5.
I think they get to 31. So my play, I'm on the Cowboys team total over 30.5. I think. What do you got for team total, Sean?
30. You know what? No, I was looking. The Detroit team total is 27.5 because I did that yesterday. 27.5 Detroit. Oh, it's 30.5. But it should get there. Why can't they get 30 in their sleep? It's like the Texans.
Exactly.
Get to 30.
Well, look what the Bears did at that defense. I mean, and look what Tommy DeVito did with that defense.
Yeah.
DeVito, this guy shouldn't even belong.
DeVito put up 30 something, right, on the Commanders.
Oh, it was disgusting.
What do you think Dak Prescott's going to do? I'm on the team total 30.5. Commanders, Cowboys. Sean and I also like the over. Anthony, over for you in this one, right?
Oh yeah, over.
And you would lay 13.5 with the Cowboys. No,
I'm not. I can't.
Sean
I got the Cowboys and 2 teasers, and that's it.
Yeah, Sean and Anthony are on the dog, right?
I'm not touching the side. I told you.
He says on his side.
Okay. All right. Niners, Seahawks.
Fucking
49ers -7 or over under.
Tooch is going to lose his house today. He doesn't know he's going to be putting in. He'll just be all backwards and.
I got a couple plays in, a few plays.
He's going to burn his turkey. He's going to have to go out to the Chinese restaurant for duck today or something, or a Wawa. He's got to go to Subway, get a sandwich. Subway
I'm still
sandwiches
celebrating from my 8-3 college basketball day yesterday. Right, Anthony? Gave you a few of those winners yesterday.
That'll turn into a 2-5 day today. So the way you're talking,
and there'll be turkey at the end of the day, though, Sean. Cranberry or no cranberry?
No cranberry.
No cranberry. Okay, I like cranberry.
And who needs even turkey? Just have some ham. Nice spiral ham.
Get out of here. Okay, 49ers, Seahawks in Seattle. Weather a factor today, Anthony?
Not that I know of.
Not that I know of. Okay, good. Over under 43.5. Sean, initial thoughts. You have the Niners at 4.5. I think opening.
Yeah, 4.5 opener at 7 now. I don't know if I want to lay 7 on the road in a rivalry game, but we have a backup quarterback basically here. Is that what we got going on? Is Drew Lock playing? Or Wilson's Gino's going to get the.
Smith is supposed to give it a go.
Gino's getting the nod today.
Kenneth Williams, I think, is out, but the other running back is quite capable.
Hey, don't sleep on Charbonnet. However you say, he's good. He is by far, in my opinion, the best backup running back in the game.
I don't like 7 on the road.
Give me the Niners. Call me square, whatever.
Yeah, no, I like the Niners too, but
this is just steamrolling through everybody. How do you not back the Niners? I mean, I understand the road, whatever. Call me square. I can't go against the Niners here.
I like the Niners too. It's the defense. I mean, Seattle's got a ton of injuries.
They got too many injuries. Their offensive. Gino's one big hit away from being out. Then you
Chardonnay.
I like Chardonnay.
Chardonnay, Cabernet. Give me
the
Niners.
Their lock is limping.
Last year, this game in San Francisco, 41-23. Last year at Seattle, 21-13. No, 8-point win for the Niners. I'm on the Niners -7.
Niners are fully healthy.
That was a late cover there. They scored a touchdown late in the game
cover
there to make that closer.
But this year they are steamrolling through everybody. I mean, they're not just beating them. They're literally beating them and stomping on them and laughing about it.
Probably an under.
I got the under 44.5, but you can't not go with the Niners here.
It's just tough. 7 on a row. I mean, I saw them lose 3 in a row. I saw them lose at Minnesota. And they lost to Cleveland with a backup quarterback. So that's
anytime you play in Cleveland with the weather conditions there, anybody can win that.
I had Cleveland that day. I had Cleveland last week. People thought I was nuts.
There was no McCaffrey. I mean, it was a clusterfuck for San Francisco in that game. With the weather conditions, I completely throw that game out the window.
I get it. Listen, they're
Geno
talented.
Smith questionable with the elbow
There's
injury.
no wrong in this game, but I'm sorry. I'd rather not watch the game second quarter and I'm losing 21-3 with the Niners up. I'd rather take the Niners in a tight game than watch second quarter down 21-3. It's like, why did I take Seattle? So.
All right, you heard it here. Last game of the day, and we'll get to some free plays. Purdy played with the broken rib last year at Seattle. Didn't know that. I like the Niners -7 today. They're clearly the better team.
I mean, here's the thing with the Niners. He says, like, the big games are ahead of us. You're at Philly next week. So, I mean, where's your big game? Seattle, Arizona? I mean, you want to knock one team, but who are you playing? It's at Philly, you're one good team you're playing?
Is that next?
That's next week.
Next week, San Francisco is playing Philly, and then back against Seattle, and then at Arizona.
I mean, they're a 1-point dog next week at Philly.
Yeah. Last year it was 31-7 Philadelphia win last year. And the Eagles just went into Arrowhead and won. All right.
Barely.
We have
I could catch the problem with the Chiefs. No offense.
Yeah.
Can't hold on to the ball. No receivers.
Yeah. That game was pouring rain. I don't know how
it doesn't make an excuse. The team, they lead the league in drop passes. The offense has a problem.
True.
The Ravens are the team out there in the AFC. No one's giving them a shot. It's all Mahomes. It's Mahomes, Allen, Joe Burrow. Oh, nobody wants to talk about
Baltimore. We're looking pretty.
Yep.
You got one. You got futures taking on Baltimore, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I got it at, I think, 14-1 to win it all.
Yeah, we got them around the same time we're talking about. I think I probably got the same number.
Yeah.
I kind of like the under in this game.
I like the over.
Yeah. Okay.
I like the. Why does this scream to me? First of all, again, this line was 6.5, and then they go to QB change. It gets jacked up. Why do I feel like the Dolphins have looked anemic the last couple of weeks? And you're coming in. I could see the under, right? Because they haven't scored. Couldn't do nothing against the Raiders.
Yeah. Last year, 11-6.
Chiefs got a good defense. You were scoreless, right? And I said I thought the Dolphins would roll last week. I thought this game's got 38-17 written all over it. You just beat the Giants and the Jets. Like, really?
Look at the last two games that the Dolphins have played. Total 33, total 35. They put up 14 against the Chiefs and 20 against the Raiders.
I just think this game. What do the Jets are defense, right? Like, what do they have left in the tank? Like, mentally, like they got to be so annoyed. Like, what the heck, man? We just, no matter what we give up 24 points, we lose. We give up 13 points, we lose. We give up 10 points, we're going to overtime. I mean, what do they have here? I think Boyle's gonna come in. I think he's gonna put some points up, but I think Dolphins will score too. So I mean, over 41 though. I don't. Again, 10 points on a road.
It's such a low number though. Yeah, 41.
10 on a road. You get 40 by accident.
13 written all over it.
This is like This is a couple broken plays, and Hill has 165 yards receiving at halftime. I mean, give me the over.
Yeah, I like. Yeah, I think the numbers razor sharp because I don't think
it's low. It's so low. So they're looking at for 41. You're looking at what? 24-14, 24, 26, 16.
Dolphins -9.5. I'm not touching the total. I can't touch the Jets. I told myself after that Monday night game with the Chargers, I am not touching the Jets the rest of the season. I don't care how good it looks.
The offensive
and then they were favored the next week over the Raiders.
So
the Jets.
Oh, hey, look! I took the Raiders that week. I took the Raiders. I had them last week. I had Buffalo -7. People thought I was crazy.
Jets are 2-point dogs next week to the Falcons at home, by the way.
Falcons all day. I don't care who's quarterback. Aaron Rodgers can come back with one leg and Still take the Falcons, as bad as their defense is. Jets are trash.
I'm not laying the 9.5 on the road. The Dolphins shouldn't be favored by 9.5 to anybody, really. But
yeah. But when you got no offense, I mean, literally zero offense by this Jets team, it's a clusterfuck.
What's the team total for the Dolphins?
I'm going to say probably 29, 30, I'm guessing.
Can't be 30. No way. It's got to be like 24 and a half.
It's got to be 20-something, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's got to equal 41, right? What's the team total for the Jets?
16, maybe?
That's too many, in my opinion.
16.5, 15, 14.5, 15.5, and 26.5, 24.5.
I'd go Jets
25.5.
Jets under team total. 16.5 for the Jets. When was the last time they scored 17 points? I mean, I think the defense has scored more than the offense this year.
So BetMGM has under 16.5, but it's minus 140.
Ugh.
Jets 6-12, 6-13, 20 versus the Eagles. They beat the Eagles here, by the way.
Yeah, fluke. I watched that game. That was a fluke.
31 Denver, 20 Kansas City, 23-20 in that game. 10-10, 22 at Buffalo opening day.
And you know how the Jets scored 10 of those points versus the Eagles? Pass interference penalties. I had the over in that game in the first half. It was going way over. Penalty, pass interference. And then second half, it was like 3 points, 6 points total.
I don't like anything in this game, to tell you the truth. I probably won't be playing it unless there's a prop play I like.
Just take Tyreek Hill, call it a day.
I'm tempted to take the Jets team total under 16.5, though.
Just check the weather before you play this game before anything. But New Jersey, that's a huge factor.
Yeah. Let's get to some free plays. What do you think? Sean's got to get out of here for winning free picks coming up.
Midday money coming up.
Midday money.
I'll run right into midday money. I'll get a drink and then hop on. Hopefully a nice short show, half hour probably. Football game. And I want to put some stuffed mushrooms in the oven. I got some stuffed mushrooms.
All right.
Actually, I can't even cook stuffed mushrooms. I took the freaking pans out because I got a turkey that's the size of my freaking head.
No, mine. I
gotta cook my freaking stuffed mushrooms.
I gotta bring stuff over to my mom's and use.
What is that? A 30-pound turkey?
It's enormous.
All right, let's give away some free plays. All right, Michigan minus 3.5 versus Ohio State. I like it.
What's the record? Because I think I've won now.
Oh,
bro, now
here we go. Now he wants to talk about his record.
Yep,
hey,
5-6, 5-6.
4-0 in free plays last week.
Yeah, 4-0 last week, guys.
I gotta beat Sean. I mean,
our dog of the day, man. 4-2-2, not bad.
Oh, Mr. Square, look at this guy. Look at this guy.
I sent you. I sent you on Instagram. Did you get the baseball card thing I sent you for the guy looking for the cards? Don't do it.
The stuff you sent me, man. I'm telling you.
Don't do it.
Sean's play Cowboys Commanders over 47.5. This would have been my free play too if Sean didn't have it. I love this one. And Tooch's free play 49ers minus 7 versus the Seahawks. Mr. Square.
Mr. Chalk. Here we go. I love it. I love it. Hey, we might tease him with calling him.
I wanted to give out college basketball, but that's all right.
He cashes these plays.
Who do you got in college hoops today?
I got only 3 plays today in college basketball.
Package.
I got Sean, you want to sign up for my college basketball package? I got 4 bets. Oklahoma, Iowa over 158. Colorado State, Creighton over 153. Over 146.5, Michigan State, Arizona, and Arizona minus 5.5.
Tooch is the most underrated college basketball capper on the planet. I mean,
I went 1-1 yesterday. I had Stanford and Tulane. I haven't really been. Usually, sometimes I come out crazy firing.
You know, once football's over, Sean, you're going to be like,
no, you know what? I don't know. I started slow in football in both college and NFL, and I really turned on the last 2 months. And here I am. I'm 40. So on the 3 main sites, I'm 47-50, 49-49, and 46-45. So they're all basically the same because sometimes they get a push or a win or but that is where I'm at. I'm 500 right now, but I am on a 15-5 run of late.
There you
So
go.
and I got 2 games today. I took a Penn State +7. I got under who's this? Boise 142.
Nice. Yeah, I like that.
So that's all I grabbed
Good.
today.
Raiders +9 versus the Chiefs. Dog of the day on Sunday. All right. Any last thoughts before we get out of here? Go see. Head over to Winning Free Picks. Check out Sean and his audience. A lot of fun there.
Yep. It'll be on. It's in the Twitter world. If you follow me on Twitter, and you
Memphis
come in and
Tigers.
comment too, and I answer every comment.
He answers everything, man. I'll tell you.
I do not know, Sugar, if they're for real or not.
I don't know. I'm
do
sure
not know.
too early to tell.
Yeah, it's early. I mean, Penny hard. So
I mean, they knock off Arkansas here. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'll give them a little. You take care of Michigan, but again, Michigan lost to Long Beach.
I like the over in that game, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sugar. Dan Marino, Ken O'Brien. Yeah, those are the days, man. Oof.
I like Super Duper, right? Clayton and Mark Duper.
Oh man, yeah. Clayton Duper. Man, those are the days.
Altoon for
Altoon on the
O'Brien.
Jets.
Wesley Walker.
Yep. Yeah, and I mean they had the posse, right?
What?
Back then. No, I mean I'm talking about other teams.
Oh no, I don't know.
Posse.
Well, who's
was,
that? I know the Smurfs were the Redskins.
The Denver
Denver was the posse. The little guys up there.
Yep.
I can't remember those guys' names. I want to say there was an Anthony playing with them.
The Rams had Flipper Anderson and
Flipper Anderson was good.
What was the guy across from him?
Willie Flipper Anderson.
Yeah. And then the Redskins back then.
Yeah, that was
three good.
Sanders, Art Monk.
Art Monk.
Who's the other little guy?
Art Monk, Sanders. God, what was the other guy's name?
Oh, tough.
Oh, I know. My brain not working as well today.
No, it's
Except for him. I mean, listen, I'm a Cowboy fan. I could go to like Doug Cosby, Tony Hill,
right?
Drew Pearson.
Tooch has the Homer Simpson thing going on in his head. It's like the ping pong.
I'm out of it today, man. I'll tell you. I haven't been sleeping well with a pain in my arm and my shoulder and back.
You have playing ping pong in your.
I asked the doctor, can I just have like a handful of tramadol to get me through until this inflammation goes away? I get to the Walgreens to pick up my prescription. She gave me 90 tramadol. Like I'm set for the rest of my life, man. Like 90 of them,
I couldn't even get pain pills. They gave me some nonsense. They gave me like 12 something for me. I was like, whatever. They're like, take one. I'm taking like 2 at a time. I'm like, you got to pump up the volume here, bro. Like, what do you take to have? If I'm in here because I'm not feeling good, bro, you better give me something. Like,
yeah, hell yeah.
I went to specialist. Gave me something.
Tramadol's good, man. I feel good. I'm no pain, but it makes you a little loopy. But it's not addictive.
You're well, Sean, banned.
All right,
property.
Fellas, it's good to see you. Have a happy Thanksgiving, both of y'all.
You too.
And
you too, guys.
Check out Winning Free Picks right now. Sean, I gotta go. I'll try and drop by, but I gotta go and
baste your turkey.
I gotta do my turkeys and stuff.
What was going on?
It should be in. My turkey's been in oven for 2 hours already.
Yeah, mine's going in right now at 11.
Yeah,
mine's just
11. It takes 4 hours to cook a turkey.
Mine's 18. It says 3 hours, 3.5.
I guess
I'll be done about
3 hours.
2:30. 2:30. I'll be done.
I pop my guy out and I let it sit for.
And then you gotta let it sit. You gotta let it rest.
I cut it.
Put it in a damn bag all today. You guys put too much in.
Thank you, Sugar Nut. Stop by again. When's our next show? Next Friday?
Next Friday.
Next Friday. All right, fellas.
All right, guys.
Tooch and Anthony, sign it out. All right. Have a good one. We'll see you.
And I'm the team captain. He's the preview, and I'm the main attraction. Unstoppable, unconquerable, on top of the world, accomplishing the impossible. Unstoppable, unconquerable, on top of the world, accomplishing the impossible.